Good afternoon. This is lunchtime news on TV1. Now, before we head into our stories in detail, let us take a look at headlines. UNP Parliamentary Group and Joint Opposition decides to vote against the Delimitation Committee report in Parliament. 4-year-old drowns in the Hatton area. The Ministry of Health says the private hospital charges will be regulated from next week. Australian Parliament shuts as pressure on Turnbull rises. On to those stories in detail now. Minister of Health, Nutrition and Indigenous Medicine Dr. Rajitha Senaratne says private hospital charges will be regulated from next week. Accordingly, 53 different charges will be regulated. Director General of Health Services Dr. Anil Jasinghe has been instructed to complete and finalize the list of charges that will be regulated, and once it is submitted, the Ministry of Health will issue a gazette notification. The minister further added various types of payments including general operations, laboratory tests and childbirth will be regulated. On to some rather tragic news now. A child died after falling into a canal in the Lokaspatta area in Hatton. Though the area residents were able to rescue the child, he succumbed while being taken to the hospital. The deceased was a 4-year-old boy. Hatton Police is conducting further investigations. Two people died after the bike that they were travelling on collided onto a train in the Thamudara railway crossing in the Chavakachcheria area. The train was plying from Colombo Fort to Jaffna. Police said the accident had taken place after the bike went through the railway crossing while the signal lights indicating the arrival of the train were switched on. The remains of the 23-year-old victims are currently lying at the Chavakachcheria hospital. They were residents of Mattuwil. The Chavakachcheria police are conducting investigations into the incident. Authorities have seized yet another shipment of gold jewellery brought to the country illegally. Customs said 4 women who arrived in the island from Singapore via Mumbai were arrested with the jewellery, which is worth approximately 9.57 million rupees. The suspects are residents from the suburbs of Colombo, including Battaramulla and Piliyandala. Investigations are currently underway. Another project of the government
time, the completion of a Sunday school classroom for the students of the Siri Sambuddhaya Mahaviharaya at the Sipukulama village in Nekattunaveva in the Anuradhapura district is underway. And as we know, this project comes under the Gammadda Vadadahasak initiative and is supported by the Lanka Private Limited and the Gammadda Funds. Along with our Newsfirst team and our crew, there are a lot of people of this village who are present at this location, and there are over 100 students who study at this school. So we hope to complete the construction of this project as soon as possible to provide a proper platform for the students of the Gunaratna Dahampasa. Reporting from Anuradhapura, I'm Abrar Abid from Newsfirst.
Former chairman of Sri Lankan Airlines, Nishantha Wickramasinghe, provided a statement to the CID officials attached to the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into allegations of large-scale frauds and malpractices in Sri Lankan Airlines, Mihin Lanka and Sri Lanka Catering today. The former chairman arrived at the commission to provide a statement on fraud and corruption at Sri Lankan Airlines. Moreover, former CEO of Sri Lankan Airlines, Kapila Chandrasena, also arrived at the commission to provide a statement to the CID officials. A person who was crossing the road in the Mathura town met with a motor accident last Saturday. The incident was captured on CCTV. The accident occurred when a speeding car hit the person who was crossing the road. The victim was a 64-year-old father of 3. Our correspondent added that the driver was a retired state sector employee. The driver had been arrested and produced before the Mathura Magistrates Court and had later been released on bail. And that's a wrap of lunchtime news for this afternoon. To be on the know of the latest stories and more, simply log on to our award-winning website www.newsfirst.lk. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55. Good day.